Okay, test tomorrow, and this is about what you can expect. The test will be 10 problems, okay? You're solving for x. So first off, x here would have a multiplier of 1. So we're going to dot it, circle it, and that's the only x I have, so that's why I can dot and circle it. So I make the wall. So plus minus times division. Well, we got a 6 there. It's positive, so we minus 6. So minus 6, minus 6. So I have 1 dot x. Now remember when you're using your calculator, to remember, if the top number is negative, remember to make it a negative, okay? Because 13 minus 6 is 7, but it's not 13, it's negative 13. Totally different number on the number line. Negative 19, okay? Now, I see times in the equation, so that means I have to divide by 1. So x equals negative 19. Okay, next problem. Here's the only x in the problem. I dot and circle. Make your wall. And then I go plus minus times divide. It's just kind of a mental process I run through. So on this side of the wall, there's nothing outside the negative 4 times x, so that plus minus step is not done. And I see times, so I have to divide. So I divide both sides by negative 4. Okay, and then that's going to be my answer. Okay, and once I do that step, I'm good. So I take 44 divided by negative 4, negative 11. Okay, now the next one, we did these before, you just haven't come up for a while. Now, you don't have a multiplier. Like here the multiplier was 1. Here it was negative 4. Now, you don't have a multiplier, and you're not going to put a 1 because you have a divider. When you have a divider, don't put the 1. You want to circle the divider, okay, just like that. Now make your wall. Now, is there anything outside of that divider on that side of the wall? No, that will not be done. Now we see division, so that means I have to times. And when I times, I just simply hook the 2 together. And 2 times negative 30 is negative 60. That's the answer. So be watching for that. Okay, if you see a divider, you're not going to put a dot. Okay, you're going to circle the divider instead. You don't want to put a 1 if it has a divider. You're just making it more confusing. Okay, next one. This is the only x I see in the problem. It has a multiplier, negative 3. Remember, if it doesn't have anything, you put a multiplier of 1. So, plus minus times divide. By the way, minuses, you want to make them plus negative. That's okay. Okay, so outside that wall, I have a 33. It's positive, so I need to minus. Okay, that's 0. Now I go 18 minus 33. It's going to be negative 15. So I drop the equals. We have negative 15. And over here we have negative 3 times x. Done. Okay, now I have a multiplier, so I need to divide by negative 3. So negative 15 divided by negative 3. And then I have the equation solved. Is 5. Okay, now you got you're not gonna circle anything because there's 2 x's. Okay, there's 2 x's. So if you see 2 x's, let's make those minuses plus negative, all of them. And let's decide where the x's are. They're on that same side, so you make the v and you add them. You go 7 plus negative 5, and that's 2. So drop your equals. So over here you got 2x. Now we still have to add the negative 4, and then we have 24. Now here's the only x I have. It has a multiplier of 2. Again, circle the multiplier or the divider, but you can't do that until the x is there only one time. So plus minus times divide. Okay, now outside you got a 4. It's negative, okay, so we need to add it. because that's what makes it 0, negative 4 plus 4. So we have 2 times x equals 28. Done. Now I have a multiplier in the equations. I see multiplication, so I divide by 2. Okay, so 28 divided by 2 is 14. Okay, next up. Now, again, I see 2 x's in the problem. So when I see 2 x's in the problem, I'm going to make sure I have everything plus negative. Now this time, where are your x's? Are they on the same side or are they on opposite sides? They're on opposite, so no v. We mark the smaller one, and we're going to delete that from the equation. So I put 3x, not a line. Okay, you don't do the line till the very end. Now up there, that 3x looks like it's positive, so I need to minus 3x. And that takes that to 0. So 8 minus 3 is 5. 5x plus negative 4 equals 21. Okay, now this is the only x I have. It has a multiplier, so I circle the dot it, circle the multiplier. So plus minus times divide. Okay, so make your wall. So outside I got a 4, it's negative, so I will be plussing it. 4, 4. By the way, when I plus it, you just plus 4. Don't plus negative 4. So that cancels. And we have 5 dot x. 21 plus 4 is 25. Okay. That's done. Now, since I have a multiplier, I'm going to divide by 5. Okay, 5 divided by 5 is, or that cancels, sorry. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And that's your answer. Okay, next one. Negative 6x plus 8 equals negative 10x plus 40. Okay, again, you have 2 x's in the problem. Well, that can't work because then we can't circle when there's 2 of them. We never made 2 circles ever. Okay, don't ever do that. Okay, where are your x's at? They look like they're on opposite sides. Now I have negative 6 and negative 10. Now when I have 2 negatives, the larger the negative, that's the smaller one. Okay, so I'm going to delete that. So it's 10x, 10x. I see a negative up there, so I need to plus 10x to cross it out. Then I plus it here. Drop your equals. So on this side, I've got negative 6 plus 10. It's not 6 plus 10, it's negative 6 plus 10. That's 4. So we got 4x plus 8. And over here, we have 40 all by itself. It's positive, so that's good. Now I can circle the x. Now it has a multiplier. Circle it. Plus minus times division. Okay, I definitely have to do the plus minus step because there's an 8 there. Now, since it's positive 8, we're going to minus 8. Because 8 minus 8 is 0, and then 40 minus 8 is 32. So 4.x equals 32. Okay, done with that one. Now I see a multiplier. I'm going to do a division of 4. Okay, so 32 divided by 4 is 8. Okay, now you guys are not going to like the next one. Okay, you're not. Oh, you better be drawing some rainbows here. First off, you got to make it plus negative, okay? And now, a lot of people get confused. Where do I draw the rainbows? Look at the parentheses. What's the number directly in the front? It is negative 2. Okay? So I circle the negative 2 and the parentheses. I need to find that product so the parentheses go away. So I do the rainbows. Okay? So I'm going to be taking negative 2 twice times the 3x first, and then times the 7. So negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x, and negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. So you drop the equals, and this is where the parentheses was at right here. So I write negative 6x plus negative 14. Now, cross that out. Once again, when you see parentheses, you want to put a times dot with the number directly in front and then circle that, and you're going to find the product. That goes away. Now, I've still got 4x. I need to put plus 4x and then 10. Now the parentheses is gone, but I have two different x's. They're on the same side, so we're going with the v. And I take negative 6 plus 4, negative 2. Now we also got the negative 14 equals 10. Okay, now I can do the dot. It has a multiplier of negative 2. So it's plus minus times division. Okay. We have to do plus minus because there's a 14 there. Up top I see it as a negative, so I'm going to plus the 14. Okay, cross it out. And we have negative 2 dot x equals, and then 10 plus 14 is 24. Okay, now I see my multiplier. I'm going to divide by negative 2. So 24 divided by negative 2 is negative 12. Okay, now you got two story problems tomorrow. And also, you need to help me out a second. I think I forgot to do something here. Can you please make a table? This will be on your test. You'll have it here, but for today, put hours on one side, dollars on the other. Put 0 under the hours and put 76 for the dollars. Okay? Because before any hours took place, $76 was paid. So remember that. That's on the test. Tyler paid $76 for the part to get his car repaired. He also paid $32 per hour. Find how many hours it took to repair his car if the total cost ended up $124. So again, make your boxes, and your two units are dollars and hours. The time is always X, and the other one's Y. Now when you write per, remember to put the X label below it and the Y label above it so it looks good, dollars per hour. Dollars per hour is 32. There's just one of them because there's only one table. So 32x. Okay, so line, I put 32x, a plus in the front, and got 76 at the beginning. Now, since that's the only line, it equals y. Because if I take $76 plus $32 times the hours, that equals my money amount where I end at. Okay, so I write my equation. You got 76 plus 32x equals y. Now, take $124. That's dollars. Dollars is represented by y, so the 124 goes where the y is at. 76 plus 32x equals 124. Now I'm going to be solving for x. Okay. Now x has a multiplier, so I circle it because that's the only x I have. Make the wall. Plus minus times divide. Now that 76 got to go with a plus minus, so 76, 76. Now up top, if it doesn't have a sign, it's positive, okay? So I need to minus it. 76 minus 76 is 0. So we have 32 times x, and then 124 minus 76 is 48. Then I divide both sides by 32. Okay, so that's done. Then I saw a multiplier I have to divide. Okay, 48 divided by 32 is 1.5. Okay, then the last one. A gym offers two options for membership plans. Option A charges $121 initiation fee and $1 per day. Option B has a charge of $12 per day. After how many days are the total cost of the two gyms equal? Okay, so again, you got dollars and days. Okay, so dollars and days. Again, the time unit is my X, dollars is Y. So per, dollars per day. Now, since I have two tables up there, I need to find $2 per day rates, okay? So I have $1 per day and $12 per day. Don't add them. They're two separate tables, 1x and 12x. So let's get two lines to represent those tables. So I have 1x here and 12x here. Plus, plus. Now, at the beginning of the first table, before you paid the $1 per day, you had to pay $121. So you have a constant of 121 at the beginning of the line. Now, the other guy, he didn't pay anything, so 0. Now, I would recommend you not even put y on this, because you're not going to write y down here. You're going to put equals, and on one side, you're going to put 121 plus 1x. On the other side, you're not going to put 0. You're just going to put 12x. Remember, 12x, not just 12. You got to get the x on the 12. Okay, so I see that we have two x's, so I don't circle yet. Okay, now they're on opposite sides, so we don't do the v. We take the smaller one and delete it. So I put 1x, 1x. Now, if you look up there, it's positive. That means I will be minusing it. So I have 121, and then 12 minus 1 is 11, 11x. Now you can do the dot, because you see the only x, it has a multiplier of 11, okay? So plus minus times divide. Okay, we don't have to plus minus, get that out of there. You see times, you better be dividing by 11. So 121 divided by 11. It's 11. Okay, again, you can always check your answer if you put dots right there. So take 121 plus 1 times, and then 11. 132. You don't have to do this. 0 plus 12 times, and it says 12 times x, but I think x is 11. 132. Boom. Okay.